Hi, good evening. A lot of people have been talking lately about shakshuka. I want to talk a little bit about it, and I'm going to do a little demonstration of really basic shakshuka, where everybody can take it from here. Shakshuka is basically a dish that comes from North Africa and the Middle East. Every region, like all the Middle Eastern food, has its own techniques and its own way of doing it. The word shakshuka in Arabic means to shake or scramble, but the consensus about shakshuka is to poach the eggs in the sauce. Today we're going to do a basic one. Next couple of weeks, probably next weekend, we're going to do a shakshuka brunch. We're going to feature about 5 or 6 different shakshukas, from a vegan shakshuka to a meat shakshuka. We're going to try and cover the region. So I'm going to start with showing you some of the ingredients. This is simple but very tasty. A little bit of tomato paste, a little bit of fresh cumin, a little bit of parsley, chopped tomatoes, we got 2 eggs, and we got some paprika. Over here we have olive oil, a little bit of water, homemade garlic sauce, which is fresh garlic, and our homemade harissa. You need a pot, a little saute pan. If you make it just for one person, if you make it for the family, you can use a big pan. We're going to start by heating up the pan. And we're going to use a little bit of olive oil. First thing we're going to put is the tomato paste. We're putting the tomato paste first because we want to take a little bit of the acidity off. We want to get the oils off the tomato paste extracted and open. So we're just going to let this heat up. Put it on the side. Now the next thing would be garlic. Now the problem with garlic is people put garlic too early and then the garlic burns and the flavor of the garlic changes. It gets a little bitter. So we're going to wait a little bit. You can see the color is changing. What you see on the bottom of the pan, you know, if we're going to go French, this is soups. That means that's the flavor that's sticking to the pan. What we're going to do now is we're going to lower the heat, add our garlic. Now again, garlic. Garlic is something that some people like it strong, some people like it light. This dish is supposed to have garlic, it's supposed to be garlicky, and in some places like Libya, Algeria, it's supposed to be really, really spicy. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a mild version. Obviously you can add more hot sauce if you want. The next step, you can't smell it, but I can already smell it. We're going to put a little bit of cumin. And we're going to put the cumin now because we want the flavor to come out. So we're going to actually heat up the oil with the cumin. We're going to mix everything up. And this is before we even adding anything. Now, once it starts, you can see here it's starting to get a little black. That's when we're going to add our fresh tomatoes. Fresh chopped tomatoes. We're going to mix it all together. We're going to let the water of the tomatoes come out from the tomato and allow us not to use a lot of liquid. Smush it around a little bit. I like the tomatoes to be a little crunchy. I don't want them cooked all the way. I'm not making tomato sauce. Let it cook. I'm going to put the heat on high again. Now I'm going to go to my paprika. This is Spanish paprika. Some people use smoked paprika. That changes the flavor, obviously, because of the smoky flavor. And again, we're just going to open it. Open, open, open. Now this is very high heat right now. I just want to really give it heat. I'm going to go with my salt and pepper. Kosher salt. I use kosher salt, only kosher salt. Black pepper. Don't have to be shy. The next step here is our water. We're going to put the water in order to open and make it a little easier. Now you can see the pan was so hot. Everything that was sticking on the bottom just came up. And that's your biggest flavor. We're going to just cook it a little bit. The flame is hot, so I'm just going to switch to a bigger spoon. And I'm leaving it on high heat on purpose. I want all the flavors to come together, and I want the tomatoes to cook. Now you see it's bubbling and there's hardly any liquid. This is where I'm going to drop the heat. I'm going to let it cook a little bit. And then I'm going to add a little bit more water. Get me a lid. A lid. Now it's cooking. I'm going to take my eggs. I'm going to do it the way we do it at home. I'm not going to scramble them. I'm basically going to take the eggs. Always better to open them in a container before you put them in the pan in case the egg is not good. I'm going to open both of them. I'm going to take the eggs. I'm going to just put them centered. Make sure that we break the whites to the sides. That's it. We don't have to touch anything. Just gonna let this cook. I'm gonna let you look at this while I get a cover for my pan. I'm just gonna put a lid on it, put the heat up a little bit. Now, if you're gonna keep it on high flame, what's gonna happen is the sauce is gonna get dry and the eggs are gonna stay raw. What we want to do is we want to make sure that the egg white is totally cooked, and the egg yolk depends on how you like it. We like it in the middle. I like to have the egg, when I try to eat it with the bread, I like the egg to open and give you that creaminess over everything. So you can see how it's starting to collect. This will need another about 3 or 4 minutes. At this point, I'm going to put some parsley. Now, that's another thing. You can use any herb that you like. You know, cilantro will make this dish totally different. Parsley, we keep it where we are. Put a little bit of harissa. Just a little bit. And now I'm going to do what I usually do, and I'm going to taste it. Take my spoon. I'm going to taste the sauce without the tomato. Sorry, without the egg. Just the sauce. Alright, well, it's definitely spicy. So, it didn't come out mild, it came out spicy. I'm going to cover it, let it cook a little bit longer. We got enough salt and pepper. We're going to dust it at the end with a little bit of cumin. And this dish is going to be ready in about 2 minutes. We serve it in the pan. Now, you know, we're a Middle Eastern restaurant, but at home, we eat this with fresh challah bread. The challah bread basically is very pillowy and it soaks all the juices. So I know in a restaurant you're not going to sit and eat with your hands, but at home, you should try that. You should try to eat it with the bread and dip into the food. Here we're going to serve it with pita bread, and probably I'm going to serve it with a little bit of challah bread. And this is the basic. This could be breakfast, could be lunch, could be dinner. This can have meat in it, can have chickpeas in it. We can do this with spinach, we can do it white and creamy. We can do it Moroccan style with spicy merguez, which is a Moroccan sausage. It's almost ready. Now what I do, the way I serve it, is basically take a nice plate, something to cover the bottom, take it out like that. You can see the egg white is cooked, the yolk is in the middle. Take a look while I'm putting my pita on the grill. That's it. It's almost ready. We'll shut it off. Take it and serve it hot. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to take my cumin. I'm going to dust a little cumin on the tomato, on the eggs. You can't smell it. If you buy cumin and you feel like playing with it, buy cumin seeds. put them in your roasting pan, roast them a little bit, and then grind them. The flavor that you're going to get is going to be totally different than what you get when you buy it from the store already grounded. Now I'm going to do what I do at home. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to take the pita, I'm going to rip it, I'm going to go into my egg, I'm going to break it, I'm going to make myself a tiny little sandwich, I'm going to eat it. Thank you. Hope to see you soon. We love you and we appreciate everything you did for us.